So welcome again. This is our second video about the exam material. We will complete our explanation or our revision, which is multiplying by 10 and hundreds. So this is our 11th subject, okay? So we will talk about how can we multiply with 10 or how we can multiply with 100. Let's write some exercises on multiplying by 100. So we'll start with by 10. Okay, multiplying by 10, which is 8, I have here 8 times 10, okay, 8 times 10, let me write it down there, and then I cut the board into two equal parts. Here we will write the examples about multiplying by 10, okay, so I will write the first example, which is 8 times 10. When you multiply a simple number or a single number with 10, okay, we write the same number, we move the 0, and we write the same number because we are multiplying 8 times 10 equal 80, or 8 times 1 equal 8, and we move the 0 to the answer. This is the first step. If you multiply 4 times 60, this is 10 or multiple of 10, okay? 10 or multiple of 10. This is like you are multiplying 4 times 6 times 10, because 60 is 6 times 10, okay? 6 times, so 6 times 10, 6 times 10, 6 times 4 equal 24, 24 times 10 equal 240. So the answer is 240, which is moving the 0 to the answer and multiplying 6 by 4. The next step, which is if the number is bigger, 98 times 10. Okay, 89 times 10, we move the 0 to the answer, and then we multiply 89 with the 1, which is 890, okay? What if I have another multiple of 10, like 20? If I multiply 20 times 120 or 30, okay, 130 times 20, this is multiple of 10. The first step, we move all the zeros. So I have 0 and 0. I have two zeros in the question. So I write here 0, 0, which are the zeros on the question. Then you multiply this number with this number, okay? 2 times 3, 13. So 2 times 13, it's like double the 13. Double 3, which is 6, or 3 times 2 is 6, and 2 times 1, it's 2. Okay, it's 2,600, okay? This is if we want to multiply it with 10. So again, we move the zeros to the answer and we multiply the numbers that we have. We move the 0 to the answer and then we multiply 6 times 4. We move the 0 to the answer and we multiply 98 times 1. We move these two zeros to the answer. Like if I add here a 0, if I add here 0, it will be 890 times 10. We have two zeros in the question, so I have to write two zeros in the answer. So I have like this. I write the two zeros first, then I multiply the numbers together. This is the first one when we multiply it with 10. If I multiply any number with 100 or multiple of 100, okay, if I multiply, like in these exercises, if I have 60 is a regular number, I want to multiply it with 700, which is a multiple of 100, right? I told you in multiplication, we always count how many zeros in the question before the equal. I have 1, 0, 2, 3. I write all the zeros. I have 3 zeros. Then I multiply 6 times 7, which is 42, okay? 42. So I have 42,000, okay? 42,000, this is the answer. Now, if you have 11, and you want to multiply it again with 2, which is multiple of 100, 200, which is multiple of 100, 100, or multiple of 100, which is our lesson. You write how many zeros in the question? I have 2 zeros. Remember, on the multiplication, always move the 0 to the answer. How many zeros over here? I have 2, only 2, okay? Then I multiply the 2 with 11. 2 times 1 equal 2. 2 times 1, another 2, which is the double for 11, which is 22. With the 200, it's 2,200, okay? The last number, which is 40 or 20, times 800. Okay, how many zeros in the question? How many zeros in the question? I have 3 zeros. Excellent. So I have here 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I have 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros, okay? And I have 2 times 8. 2 times 8, it's 16. So I write 16 over here, which is 16,000. Okay, so this is how can we multiply by 10 or 100, always in multiplication. Move the zeros to the answer, count all the zeros in the question, move them to the answer, then do the multiplication. Okay? Okay. Now, we want to talk about the last two subjects, which are they? Multiplication and division. Okay, we will write some exercises about multiplication and division. Okay, we will divide the multiplication. First, we will talk about multiplication with a single digit. So I have multiplication with a single digit. Okay, so I have multiplication with a single digit. So I am multiplying a number with many digits with a single digits. Okay, so the first group is going to be without regrouping. So this example, and these groups will be about with. So how can I? Okay, pretty great. Now we are dividing them into groups and steps when I explain them, so I make them easier. But in your regular life, no need to cut them these parts or these details. You just know the way, the steps, the rules, and you follow the rules, whatever you have. Okay, so I'll start with the first one, which is 213. We want to multiply it with number 3. Okay, I want to multiply it with number 3. This is without regrouping, okay? And I will write another one, which is 3,304 times 2. I will answer both of them. And then we will do 149 times 2. And I will, okay, 5. Which is the last one, which is a 317 times 4. This is times, okay? Let's do the first one. As usual, we start multiplying ones with the ones first. 3 times 3 equal 9. I write it under the 9, okay? So I write over here, which is 9. Then I multiply it with the tens place. 3 times 1 equals 3. Then I multiply it with the hundreds place. 3 times 2 equals 6. So this is the first one. The second one. Okay, we will multiply. We start with the ones place. 2 times 4 equals 8. Then I multiply it with the tens place. 2 times 0 equals 0. Then I multiply it with the hundreds place. 2 times 3 equals 6. Okay, then we will start multiplying with regrouping. Okay, with regrouping. I will start the first example. 5 times 9, which is 50. Okay, so sorry, 45. Okay, 45. I write 5 over here and I carry the 40. Then 5 times 4 equals 20. 20 plus 4 equals 24. Okay, so I write 4 here and I write the 20 on top. 5 times 1 equals 5 plus 2 equals 7. So I write the 7 over here. So this is the answer for this multiplication. With regrouping mean you need to carry some numbers. The next number or the next exercise, which is 4 times 7. 4 times 7 equals 28. So it's 20 in the top and 8 over here. 4 times 1 equals 4 plus 2 equals 6. Then 4 times 3 equals 12. And no number to carry, so I write the whole number down here. So this is about multiplication. If you multiply it with a single number, so you have here single number. The first time, no need to carry, and this group you need to carry, okay? How about if you want to multiply with 2 digits? I need to write it Now I have 11. This is a 12, so this is 12. We want to multiply it with 2 digits, not single digit, okay? So I am multiplying with 2 digits, okay? 2 digits. I will write these exercises for multiplying with 2 digits. When you multiply any number with 2 digits, okay? Now let's write the first exercise, which is 107. Multiply it with 18, which are 2 digits. And I have the next one, which is 75. We multiply it with 42, okay? 42. I will start with the ones place as usual. 4th grade, focus with me now. I have to start with the first one. I will write it with a blue, okay? 8 times 7, 8 times 7 equal, I have 7 times 8 equal 56. I write 6 over here and I write 50, okay? Then I multiply it with the tens place. 8 times 0, 0, plus 5, the answer is 5. 8 times 1 equal 8. So now I'm done with multiplying with the ones place. I will move now to the tens place. So I want to start multiplying with the tens place. I will go down there, okay? Then I add them together, okay? So I will start with the tens place. As long as I'm multiplying with the tens place, so I will start writing 0. So I have here 0. Then 1 times 7, 1 times 7. Why 0? 0 because in fact we are multiplying. 10 times 7 equals 70. So I write in fact 70, not 7. 1 times 7 equals 7. In fact, I'm multiplying 10, which is on the tens place because it's 18. So this is a 10 plus 8. 1 times 7 equals 70. 1 times 0 equals 0. Don't forget to arrange them, okay? 1 times 1 equal 1. Then you add these numbers together. 0 plus 6 equal 0 plus 6 equals 6. 5 plus 7 equal 12. 2 and you carry the 1. 8 plus 0 equal 8 plus 1 equal 9 and 1 plus 0 equal 1. So this is the final answer, okay? The next one, again, we start multiplying with the ones place and I will write it in blue again, okay? Multiplying with the ones place. 2 times 5, then 2 times 7. 2 times 5 equal 10. 2 times 7, 14, plus 1, 15. I write 15, okay? Then we'll start with the tens place. I will write it on the 10, on the red. 4 times 5 or 40 times 5 equal 20, okay? So I write 0 here because I start to multiplying with the tens place. I move to the next place, I write 0. Okay, now 4 times it's 20, 4 times 5 equal 20. You write 0 and you carry it to the 2. Okay, you have to erase it because it's from the ones multiplication, so just erase it. Now 4 times 7, it's 28. 28 plus 2, it's 30. Okay, so you write 30. This is 30. Now add the ones to the ones, to the tens to the tens, hundreds to the hundreds. 0, 5, 1, and 3. So this is the final answer. Okay, it's 3,000, and this is 5. Okay, this is 5. This is 3,150, 3,150. Now, this is when we talk about the multiplication. Let's talk about the last subject, which is division. I have 2 kinds of division. I have 2 kinds of division. When I'm talking about division, this is our last concept. Okay, I will write it again. I have division. I have division here. Okay, I have many kinds of division. The first thing that we need to know when we divide on multiple of 100 or multiple of 10, okay, I will write the examples. Dividing on numbers with zeros, which is 7,400. If you divide them on 100, what will happen? and I have 680, okay, divided by 20, okay, equal this number. Okay, in case we have zeros, in the questions equal zeros, you have to erase. Okay, in division, we erase zeros. Okay, we erase zeros. In multiplication, no. In multiplication, we count how many zeros, we move them to the answer. But in division, we erase zeros, okay? How many zeros in the question I have here? 2, and I have here 2. I have here erase, I can erase 2, I can erase 2. You cannot erase 1 with 2. You have to erase 1, 1, 2, 2, okay? So you erase these zeros. You can now divide. 74 divided by 1, it's 74, okay? Let's do the next exercise, which is 680 divided by 2. How many zeros here? I have 0 here, here 0. I can erase them together, okay? I have 68 divided by 2. I need half 8 and half 6. How can I divide it into 2? Cut it into 2, each one of them. Half 8 is 4, and half the 6 is 3. And no zeros because we erase them together in the question. That will make our division easier. I will give you another exercise, which is 200 divided by 50. Okay? 200 divided by 50. Look, I'm going to erase 1 0 here. I erase 1 0 here. Can I erase this one? No, because there is no other 0 over here. So I have just to erase 1 0 because this has 1 and this has nothing, no zeros to erase, okay? Now I have 20 divided by 5. The answer is 4. Okay, so this is the answer. As many as you erase from here, you have to erase exactly from here. You're not allowed to erase 2 here and 1 here. No. 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay? Then you divide the rest of the number. Okay? Now, this is how can we divide multiple of 110. Now we want to divide with regrouping or without regrouping. We will start with the simple numbers. Which are 96 divided by 6, and I have 337 divided by 3, I think. Sometimes we have remainder, sometimes we do not. I usually ask you to write a long division, and we follow the steps. I will write it as a long division, and we follow the step, okay? Let's write the biggest number down here, 96, and the smallest number here, okay? We will start the division now. Let's start the division now. We will ask ourselves about the first number. How many 6 in the 9? Is there any 6 and any 9 in the times table of 6 or less? Yes, I have only 1. So 1 times 6 equals 6, and I have a remainder, 9. Take away 6 equals 3, okay? Now, I need a help. I need to put down the 6, okay? I write 6 over here. 36. How many 6 in the 36? I have 6, right? I multiply it. 6 times 6 equals 36. You have 0 and 0. Bravo. So the answer is 16. The answer is 16. Let me write the next exercise, which is 337 on the 3. We start with the first one, which is how many 3 inside this 3? I have only 1. I write here 1. Multiply it and go down here, which is 3. Take away, the answer is 0. Now we need the help. We need to check the next number. So we go put it down. I have 3. How many 3 inside this 3? I have 1. So 1 times 3 equals 3. Again, go down and subtract it. It's 0. Now we need to check the last number, which is number 7. We put number 7 down. How many 3 inside this 7? I have 2. 2 times 3 equals 6. When I take away, it's 1. So the answer is 112, and the remainder, which is 1. Okay, so the remainder is 1. We have a remainder over here. The last exercise, which is multiply or dividing. So these are the steps. Dividing with regrouping. I have 492 divided by 3. Okay. And I have 215 divided by 6. Okay, this is very easy too. So we write a long division. I have 3 over here, the big number down here. We check the first number. How many? 3 inside this 4. I have 1. Multiply it. 3, subtract it. 4 take away 3 equal 1. And we put down number 9. How many 3 inside this 19? How many 3? I need to find 19 in the times table of 3 or less. I can find it with the 18 if I multiply it 6. 6 times 3 equal 18. Okay. The answer is 1. This is the when I erase it, when I subtract it. Are we done? No, we're not done yet. I have still 2. So I put 2 down. I have 12. How many 3 inside this 12? I have 4. 4 times 3 equal 12, and the answer is 0, 0. Okay, so the answer is 164. This is the first one. Let's take a look at the second one. 6 and 215. This is This is where we can write the answer. Okay. 21. Or let's check 2 first. Is there any 6 inside this 2? No. We go to the next. 21. Do we have any 6 inside this 2? Can I find 21 on the times table of 6 or less? The last number was 18 when I multiply it with the 3. So 3 times 6, it's 18. And if you subtract it, you have the answer as 3, sorry. Okay, so 3 is the remainder. But we still have 5, so we put 35 down here. Okay, so we got put the 5 down. 35, do I have? No, I have only 5, not 6, not 36. I don't choose 36 because it's exceed the 35. I'm supposed to use a less number, okay? 5 times 6 equals 30. And 5 is the remainder, okay? So the answer is 35 and the remainder is 5. Okay, so I have inside this 215, I have 35, 6, and I have 5 left after I make the division. So this is our material for second exam. Study very well and get ready. Thank you for watching.